Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to show you how the special order parts arrival works. Specifically, how does an item that you have created a purchase order end up in this tab? It all starts with the technician creating a purchase order, usually from a work order. In a prior video, we pretended as if we had a work order that needed a part. And we created a purchase order alerting the office that we needed a part, allowing them to decide what we would do about that part. Would they deliver it? Would they order it? Would they have us go pick it up later? They'll decide. We created that purchase order. Please see that video if you are not aware of that. In Total Office Manager, the process works like this. Let's just close some of this and open up the purchase order list. When the purchase order was created in the field, it showed up in the purchase order list here. The warehouse manager, parts manager, who is ever in charge of this, would look to see what parts you needed and get those parts for you. That might involve him or her looking on the shelves to see if we had them, because you never know. We might have an old dusty part that we've been trying to get rid of for years, and it'd be a shame to order it. They're going to make that determination. They might order the part and have it delivered to you. They might ask you to come pick it up once it arrives. You might pick it up tomorrow. That's up to your company to figure out, but the process begins in here, and I wanted to show you that. So they deal with this purchase order. One of the things that they do to make this special order parts arrival alert happen is they order the item or they acquire the item, however they acquire it, and they do an item receipt. Now, if you're a mobile-only user, you don't need to know any of this, but I did want you to see it. When you create an item receipt, you are receiving these items into inventory. And we will cover this, and we do cover this much better in other videos. But here I'm receiving the items into inventory. And if you are the Office software user, you'll notice that it picked up the work order number, it picked up the job name, it knows who the technician is, and you're receiving these items into inventory once that is created. Once the item has been received by the office, again, if you're a technician, you don't have to worry about that part. Here's the part that you care about. Once it's received, you should see that part or those parts arrive in your special order parts arrival tab. If you remember, we created one purchase order that had two items on it. That's why we have two. Click on that, and this is a list of the parts that you are waiting on. Even if you did not order these yourself through a PO, you still might have items in this list because the office can order those parts on your behalf. You don't have to order them yourself. If we scroll down to the bottom of the list, we should see one of the items. So here it says 1 through 10 of 11 items. I remember that was one of them. So we click on that item, and this is the item we're waiting on. We have a shortcut, a hyperlink to the client, the purchase order, the work order, if you need to see any of those details. You'll also notice there is an acknowledged button right here, no. If you acknowledge this, it's like marking a telephone message as read or acknowledging an alert or an alarm. You're basically saying, yeah, I've seen it, I know about it. That's what that's for. So acknowledge it if you'd like to. Otherwise, it's not a big deal. It stays on your list as acknowledged or not acknowledged, and you can filter for that status. We're back in the My Special Order Parts list. I wanted to show you the second part. I recall seeing it down here. Okay, there he is. Let's click on that, single click to open. Item notes. This is an entry made by the office. In this case, it says, we will deliver this to you on your last call of the day. It could say anything, but this gives the office an opportunity to put in a note telling you what the disposition is of the part. Do you pick it up during the regular meeting? Will they deliver it to you? Do you need to go get it? That lets you know. So what we've done here in this example is we have put this service call off to the end of the day. We're going to deliver the part out to the house. When you get there, it should be waiting for you. We go back to the home page to see the special order parts arrival. Every time you acknowledge a part that has arrived, that number should tick down. That's it. Hope this video was helpful. Look forward to seeing you in the next.